We're going to start this morning. Just a minute here, I forgot my agenda here, so I have open remarks. Okay. This hearing today is before the City of Bloomington Municipal Electrical Board for the purpose of ruling on the objections filed by Bruce Meeks to the nominating petition filed by Tari Renner to be a candidate for the mayor of the City of Bloomington at the consolidated primary election to be held in the City of Bloomington, Illinois on February 28, 2017. This hearing has been scheduled pursuant to a notice served to Mr. Meeks and on Tari Renner by registered mail and by sheriff of the county.
I'd like to review the notices I got. They're all 9-1 for this hearing.
Okay?
I notified Paul Shannon of this, and I notified Mr. Day of this, his office. Top 2 pages are strictly related to Diane Holman. The case number is strictly that case number. The time and location is strictly that case number. So my motion is that you adjourn and not have this hearing.
Okay, so you're saying that
I was
the
improper.
four
Right.
notices that you're giving
Yeah, you
me
were
are just
good.
are the ones just for the Diane Holman
You
case?
can verify in the back side of the stamped copy.
Okay.
And I notified the deputy at the moment as he was opening them, because it was very obvious to me at that time that was not being properly served.
Yeah, okay.
Can we recess for a moment, please? Thank you.
Whether you do it out here openly and transparently, but
Is Paul, why don't we ask Paul?
I was gonna go get Paul.
Oh,
That's what-
okay. Oh, so
okay.
You want me to get
Just,
in?
I got you.
please.
Thank
No,
you for
it-
clarifying.
okay.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. No, if we were recessed, it would be just the two of us. It wouldn't be all three commissioners.
Paul?
That's what it says. I have no proof of what we served because we give them to the sheriff. The sheriff copies them, and we have not got the receipt of what they served. I know when we filed them, we filed one for each different case with the sheriff department to be served. But they take them out of the folder and they copy them. I don't know what they've done.
The back part of them, Paul, are each individual case of what I filed. So your front 3 cover pages are
Right.
correct.
I gave you individual envelopes for each case. They may have taken one out, or taken them all out and thought they was the same and copied them all.
So they recopied your
Right.
suggestion, they recopied
That's what I'm
your
suggesting.
official documents. which
And
they
I
should
have
be
not
doing.
gotten back what, because they send what we send, they send back the initial filing, and I have not gotten a copy back on that filing as of yet.
But they shouldn't have altered your documents at all. If you
They
provide-
should not have, they should have taken each one out. I do not believe I put in the same filing for each one.
Can I talk to you outside, please?
We'll hold this true for the other, at least the other 3 hearings.
I'm gonna step outside for a moment
you.
with my attorney. Thank you.
I'm just trying to ensure the integrity of the whole
And
process for all of us.
I agree with you, so just a moment, please.
There's another copy. That was down here at certified.
The guy over here is Robert Day. The guy that went out with him is Steve Mahart, who used to be the town hall attorney.
2009.
Evidently, he was brought in. I don't know if it's for today or what.
Not all of them. This is something new.
If he was hired as an attorney, that was also illegal because they have to go to a board meeting to hire the attorney. And the board meeting has to be posted 48 hours in advance.
Thank you.
It's like it just keeps going.
I'm gonna ask recess back. We'll recess, or come back in, reconvene, and I'm gonna have Bob
All right.
talk.
Yeah, first of all, Denise and I want to talk about this unusual situation where Mr. Meeks has gotten all of the same call for, he's got 4 cases pending, and he's supposed to be given 4 different calls, 1 for each case. Somehow or another, he got 4 for all the same case. So it seemed, but I think that the point we want to make here is that meetings today for all of these cases that are scheduled are simply for the purpose of scheduling the actual hearing sometime next week, because we don't want to just do them all in the same day and have everybody sitting there waiting for their case to come up. So Mr. Meeks, in light of the fact that all we were going to do today is schedule your case for a definite time next week, do you want to have us just go ahead and do that since you're here?
No, I think since we had the Dade case where the OMA was violated by this commission and you were overturned, I think it'd be very important for integrity that you not have these other 3 today and that you reserve me. And I'd be more than happy to stand out here and expedite that process and save the county some money, but I stand by.
You want a service of the notice of the meeting for each
Correctly.
one of yours, even though you're here today.
Yes.
Okay. You can do that, and at some point today, I think we can just get these, well, Paul's already got
And that's the
the
48.
ones for the other, yeah.
That's what I've done in here. It's still within the 48 window.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, but I didn't
No, that's
create
fine.
the
I
paperwork.
understand.
That's fine.
Okay, so then, that was the first one, right? And then,
Yeah, well, I'm looking.
Can I take these back?
Sure,
Thank you.
thank you for sharing that with us. I went ahead and put a schedule together for next week, so I'm just verifying that I've got enough time for you on the day that I scheduled, because if not, I have to reschedule
Right.
for the
Your
next.
schedule just got changed.
That's,
That's fine.
hey, we're gonna be flexible here.
That's right.
We've got his hearing scheduled for 10 a.m. on Thursday and for the remainder of the day, so that still would be fine with Holman, Bowman, and Painter on Friday.
But you wouldn't have to schedule all day, would you? You don't have to schedule an hour.
you've got Mr. George's case set for 9 a.m. on Tuesday. don't you?
No, this is Meeks.
Oh, this is, okay, you got Meeks set
Meeks
for,
for Thursday for Renner at 9 a.m. Then Holman, Balmer, and Painter on Friday.
okay.
Do you, we don't know how long you need, that's why we schedule from 10 to 5.
But this hearing that we're talking about right now, that needs to be rescheduled for 1 hour.
What we'll do, we'll go ahead and just continue on. Rather than doing setting the date, we will do it and go through, we won't, schedule the only reason we have to do it within so many days.
I
So
understand,
that's
you have
why.
a ballot to print.
Right. No, that has nothing to do with the ballot to print. We had to schedule it because you had filed your objection. And so that's why we met today within the 5 days. And so what we're saying is that when we get together next week, we will go through all of the agenda. We were gonna go only through part of the agenda today. So we'll go through the whole agenda. So you'll have to subpoena your witnesses and have everything here for the time that Paul puts in the paper, which is next
But
Thursday.
then I will be confronted with new rules that you're adopting.
The
Within
rule-
minutes of having the meeting, I have a problem with that.
That's my,
I should have, and even, you know,
that's my issue too.
we both need to have a process.
We don't have any rules we're operating under now. Those will be adopted by this board
Which can't happen in this meeting.
at some point.
No, but we have other meetings, other hearings scheduled. Yep.
Well, I thought you should have convened a special board meeting to adopt the rules, but that's just an opinion.
So it's my understanding, Mr. Meeks, that you're gonna stay here and Paul will just get out the 4 notices that you should have received and give them to you
For this
today.
1 hour meeting.
Give them to you today.
What I would call a pre-trial.
It is a pre-trial, yeah.
So you're trying to take the pre-trial conference and roll it into the trial, and I
Okay.
oppose that.
I see what you're saying. You should be set the pretrial conference in Mr. Meeks' case for sometime this coming week, Tuesday? Because
No.
it's not gonna take long, because all we're gonna do is schedule this case.
And,
You know, when you have the pretrial.
I don't have an
conference.
actual physical printed copy of your rules you're trying to adopt.
That's fine, that's fine. Okay, so we'll do Meeks at 10 a.m. And then we'll follow 1 hour thereafter
10 a.m. is the
on Thursday.
first candidate would be,
Yes, Renner,
so Renner and then Holman.
Holman. Well, matter of fact, we'll call all four together. So we'll go one after another.
But their individual case number.
No, they are.
Oh, I got you. I'm with you.
We're gonna call everybody so that, when we're done with the first case, rather than sitting around waiting for the next one, we can go continue on with the next one. Can we do, can't we do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Meet and join music.
great.
Renner, Holman, third one would be,
Balmer and then Painter.
Because he wasn't properly served.
Okay.
thank you.
Then,
Starting at 10 a.m.
10
And every
a.m.
hour after that, 10, 11,
Right.
12, 1.
Maybe
Right.
with
Or
baseball.
do you want to leave a half-hour gap for one?
We'll go 9, 10, 11, and then 1 o'clock.
Okay, change it.
Yeah, 9.
10, 11, and then 12 o'clock.
I'm sorry. Because I've got the case before you. That's at 8:30 and it goes till about 10 o'clock. So it will be 10, 11, 1 and 2.
10, 11, we need 1 and 2. So Renner, 10 o'clock, Diana Holman, 11 o'clock.
After Renner's done. So it could be 11 o'clock. Remember, we're gonna call 4 together.
Denise, you can still do helmets today. Because he was properly served the helmet case.
Okay. Okay, so we can do Hellman today.
We shouldn't be discussing at this
Somebody
point.
was gonna mention
We're
it.
talking about this case.
Okay, we're just talking this
Right.
case, so thank you.
Yeah, 4 copies of yours. He's got
And then Jay Ballmer at 1 o'clock, and Johnny Painter at 2 o'clock.
We're gonna, again, originally I had said we were gonna call 4 together, and we were gonna go one right after another.
I don't think you can do that in a judicial system. I mean, you can't set a time for, that you're saying here 10, 11, 1, 2, and then you're gonna change the time depending upon if you have more free time. I've never seen a judge in this county ever do that. You set a time for a case, that's the time for that case. If you end up going over, the next case has to wait. But if you go under, I do not believe you can then start the next case. Mr. Dunn, you have something to say to that?
Can I agree. I think if you're going to do them, I think you can do them consecutively. You just notice them all for 10 o'clock. There wouldn't be any 1, 2 o'clock stuff. Because if someone showed up for their hearing at 2 and you've done it at 10:45, they may be upset.
So we're gonna call everyone together at 10 a.m. Renner, Alman, Bauner, Painter. Then when,
So you're combining all 4 cases.
I'm not hearing all 4 cases at the same time, I'm only hearing 1 case at a time. Then when they're done, we can go to the next case.
My suggestion for the integrity is that you do 10 to 10:30, 10:30 till 11. I'm sorry, I just can't see Judge Kelly and other judges setting this up like this, and this is a trial process, a judicial process, correct?
Correct?
So I find it, I've never seen a judge do that.
It's an administrative process, which is more akin to a workers' compensation type thing, and they do it fairly regularly. But
But unfortunately, you
I
and I don't
agree
have
with
any
you.
rules. We don't know what
No.
rules are they operating under here.
understand.
Are they
I
operating
don't-
judicial rules of the circuit court, or are they?
I don't have a dog in that fight in terms of, I have 1 hearing.
Right.
But I don't think that's a.
All right, all right.
A bad
10 a.m.
proposal.
Renner,
Not compromise.
10 a.m. Renner, 11 o'clock Painter, 1 o'clock Balmer, and 2 o'clock Holman. Okay?
That would be Thursday, what's the date on that?
Thursday, December 15th.
Yeah.
Later, I think it's the day after.
December 15th.
Thank you.
Okay?
Let's read those times again. Renner's
Okay.
at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, 11 o'clock is Painter. 1 o'clock is Balmer, and 2 o'clock is Howman.
Just
Holman.
to clarify that if I could, it doesn't, since Howland's was searched.
That's another case, so we can't discuss hers during this case.
But you wouldn't have to reschedule.
You wouldn't have to reschedule.
You know, I asked that I did not be able to discuss it any further.
Right, and it's not to be discussed,
Thank you.
okay? Paul, I need for you to do the papers up, and Mr. Meeks said that he would wait here rather than us having to serve them. Okay?
Your comment about, you'd like to see the rules ahead of time is a valid comment. We can give you a set of the rules, and so if.
But they're unadopted yet, so I actually, under the Freedom of
Yeah,
Information, shouldn't be allowed to see
they're
a draft
proposed-
copy.
No, they're proposed rules with the understanding that if anything has changed at the time the hearing starts, you would certainly be informed of that. I assume you'd like to see the rules ahead of time.
And the council would like to see the rules. He's unable to schedule his day because this is moving so fast.
We can give you a copy of the proposed rules.
And is there a historical background of where they came from, or
Or just the rules that are adopted, or will be adopted.
are they from the Illinois Election Commission? Was the proposal that they put out? or-
These are rules that I have prepared
Okay.
based on a set of rules of procedure that the City of Chicago's electoral board used.
Thank you. I just wanted to know the history behind it.
Okay.
And you have never adopted rules like this before in this commission?
The
Since
statute,
19?
the statute says that the first thing you do in an electoral board hearing is to adopt the rules of
Okay.
procedure.
Thank you for that.
Any other questions?
No, just hope it warms
Do
up.
you have anything?
The only comment I would have to Mr. Meeks' suggestions are that he's going to be served.
Oh, you guys have research too?
Well, I just want to make sure that we don't have any technical glitches next time, so that, you know, all the requirements of the Open Meetings Act, the posting and that sort of thing,
Mhm.
sometimes when you just try to pull out one thing and do it, you forget the other
Right,
things.
right.
So, this has happened before, and so we want to try to get this thing moving, obviously. So we can wait and get served as well.
Correct.
You can do that. And Mr. Ballmer is here, as I understand it. Is Mr. Painter here?
No.
Or Holman, I guess, would be the other two.
Holman is here.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
another
that was-
situation, so.
My only suggestion about the OMA and postings, what I've seen other government bodies, public bodies do, is they actually have a record of when they take time to post it, and they also take digital photographs of it with it. So I just thought I'd
Okay,
offer that as a suggestion.
The other thing I have is I will be filing a motion in this case, since I don't have the procedural rules yet. Different bodies do it differently. Some do it at the beginning of the actual date set for the hearing. Some set it on a different date. We're set to come back for a scheduling, what I understand, pretrial
Pretrial
hearing on Thursday at 10 o'clock. If you would, I suppose it's hard to do since I haven't filed it yet, but if I'm allowed to file a motion, I'd like to file one and maybe we hear it on that day.
The motion procedure is covered in the rules, and we'll give you a set of those rules today. Read that over, file your motion. The rules basically say that the motion could be heard at the time it's filed, or it could be taken under advisement. It could be taken with the case and decided after the evidence has been heard.
Okay,
It's,
so there may not be an oral argument on it, it may be a,
there can be, the
Understood.
rules provide for that. It's just,
And if I may just be a bit visionary, my guess is probably a motion to dismiss. If that's the case, he's already time barred from doing that. You just want
we'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it.
I'll have to look into that.
all right, so we're all set. We're gonna do this again on
So-
Thursday morning, right?
yeah.
Right. So we're done for the day.
Are we done?
Oh, for this case. Sorry.
Chair, I would suggest you recess this meeting to that date and time.
Okay, we're gonna recess till 10 a.m. on Thursday morning, December 15th. Renner versus, Meeks versus Renner. Correct? Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. We are now recessed. The next one's an hour from now.
Sorry.
That'd be nice.
Let me check here.
Sorry.
This would be Holman.
Yes.
Denise, can I ask a question? Now that you're Bryn break,
Not now they're on break, yeah?
you have two lawyers here.
This is my
They're
attorney.
recessed, Diane, there's no meeting.
I'm not talking about the meeting. Okay, is Mr. Mahart over here a lawyer for you guys too?
He's working with Mr. Day.
Okay, they're together.
Yes.
Okay, so you didn't hire him separately?
No, he's with Mr. Day.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
Okay.
Because that would have been illegal. Just making sure everybody's legal. Okay.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go finish my record. Would you like to? Sure.
Motion to dismiss.
Recess till 10 a.m. and then we'll do the next motion.
Yeah. After they're adopted.
Hate to miss something, Dad. I try and people start making too much noise. So, I think that I am going back home because I'll be back at 2:30. Because Cal Charles is going to be
There's another one.